guys, just a quick reminder, you can download my ebook, Everything You Need to Become a Pentatonic Hero. It's in the description below, and it will have over 50 plus licks for you to try in the style of different artists, as well as all the theory you need to know to play all over the neck and improvise. Okay, so a lot of these licks are very similar to the picking licks that we've done, the 5 picking licks in A minor. But what you'll find is doing hammer-ons and pull-offs will give a different feel, mix things up a bit. And actually, you might find it a lot harder as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hammer on the A minor pentatonic position 1. We're going to hammer through those 3 strings. Then we're going to hammer on from A, D and G, just hammering through the notes of the scale. And then we're going to go back a string, we're going to hammer on D, G and B, just hammering through the notes of the scale. Back a string, back to G. But instead of hammering on the E string, we're going to go fret 5 and E, fret 5 and B. And notice that finger roll we talked about in the other video. Then we're going to bend, fret 8 on the B string. A few things to note: the right hand is always going to mute the lower strings when you're playing higher up. So, to have no noise, you don't want any of this. Any unwanted noise. And same thing when we're running through the lower notes, the notes in the lower strings. That first finger is muting the higher strings. So those two techniques might be tricky to master, but you don't want to keep your finger really curled. When you're running, you want a flat finger. That first finger is also muting the other strings. Really, really important technique when you've got your overdrive on. Alright, let's go on to lick 2. We've got triplets again. Nice and easy lick this one, just a repetitive phrase. Hammering on 5 to 8 on the B string. Plucking fret 5 in the top string. Triplet 4 times. Instead of a bend as our exit point, we're going to slide. Some nice vibrato. Nice easy one, that. And you could keep your first finger on, or you could lift it off. It'll give a different sound and a different feel. The notes will ring. And again, you can use your pinky finger if you want as well. Okay, lick number 3. Back to 16th notes. Remind myself what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to go to the top string. We're going to pull off. Again, when we pull off and hammer on, make all the notes the same volume. You don't want anything to be really loud or really quiet. Keep all the notes consistent, so we're going to pull off. Pluck the B string. Pluck fret 5 and E. And we do that 4 times. And then our exit point bend. Again, you can add some nice vibrato to that bend. And in terms of how I pick that with the right hand, I'm going down, up, and down. So down, up, down. Okay, lick number 4. Back to triplets. So starting on G, pulling off 7 to 5. And that's where that first finger muting the other strings comes in really handy, because if you pull off this finger and accidentally, hit another string, which happens, like if that finger accidentally hits G, if your first finger is muting the other strings, you're not going to hear it. So we pull off and then pluck the root note on the D string. Then we go 5, pull off 7, 5 on D. Then we hammer on 5 to 7 on G, 5 on B, and then back to that first bit. Okay, so lick number 4, we're going to start by pulling off fret 7 to 5 on G, plucking the root note on D, then back, and then we go to 5 on G, and pull off 7, 5 on D. It's really important to keep, just like we talked about, that first finger is going to mute the other strings, because if it's not, you'll have lots of unwanted string noise. But if it is muting, if this finger accidentally flicks anything, you'll not hear it. Okay, so there's the first part, and then we hammer on 5 to 7 on G, pluck 5 on B, and back to the pull off 7 to 5 on G, and finish root note A, 7 on D. And the last lick we're going to do is also pull offs, and we're just working our way down the scale, again always hitting the scale notes. If you know your position 1 A minor pentatonic, you'll be fine. So we pull off 8 to 5 on the top string, and then pluck 8 on the B string. And then we go back to top string fret 5, and then pull off 8 to 5. And you can use your pinky finger as well, if you really want to. Then 8, 5 on B, 7 on G, 5 on B, 7, 5 on G, 7, 5 on G, 5 on D, 5 on G, 7, 5 on D, and finish on that root note. In terms of the picking, always down up. You can even work your way back more. Alright, enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video.